The unbreakable spirit. In a small village surrounded by lush green fields, a boy named Arjun lived with his family. He was born into poverty, but his dreams were limitless. Unlike other children who played after school, Arjun spent his evenings under the dim light of a street lamp, studying with borrowed books. His passion for science burned brightly, but his circumstances often tried to extinguish it. His father was a farmer, struggling to provide for the family. The crops depended on unpredictable rains, and their earnings were barely enough to put food on the table. Many times, Arjun had to go to school on an empty stomach, yet hunger never distracted him from his goal of becoming a scientist. He believed that knowledge was his only way out of poverty. The first challenge. One day, his teacher announced a science competition. The winner would receive a scholarship to a prestigious school. Arjun's heart raced with excitement. This was his chance, but there was a problem. He had no money to buy materials for his project. While other students purchased expensive kits, Arjun searched for scrap materials in junkyards and roadside garbage piles. He collected old wires, broken bottles, and discarded metal pieces. His idea was simple but innovative, a low cost water purifier for villages facing water crisis. He worked day and night, using every free moment to refine his invention. His hands often bore cuts from handling sharp metal, but he never complained. His mother watched him with both pride and worry. Arjun, don't strain yourself too much, she said one night. I know you want to win, but your health is important too. Arjun smiled. Ma, if I succeed, I can change our lives. The day of the competition arrived. The large hall was filled with dazzling projects, robots, solar panels, and electronic gadgets. Arjun stood quietly in a corner, adjusting his simple purifier. He felt out of place among students who came from well off families. But when the judges walked by and saw his project, their expressions changed. They asked questions, and Arjun explained with confidence. Your idea could help thousands of people. One judge remarked, where did you learn to build this? I read about water purification in the library, Arjun replied. I wanted to create something affordable for poor villages. The results were announced. The whole fell silent as the principal spoke. The first prize goes to Arjun. Tears welled up in his eyes. He had done it. The scholarship would change his life forever. As he walked onto the stage, his mother watched from the crowd, her eyes shining with pride. A new journey begins. Arjun moved to the city for his studies. The new school was grand, with large classrooms, well equipped labs, and students who spoke fluent English. At first, Arjun felt out of place. His clothes were simple, his accent different, and his background modest compared to his wealthy classmates. Some students mocked him, calling him the village boy. One day, during a science lecture, the teacher asked a complex question. No one knew the answer. Arjun hesitated, then slowly raised his hand and explained it in detail. The teacher was impressed. You have a brilliant mind, Arjun, he said. Never doubt yourself. That day, something changed. Arjun realized that Intelligence mattered more than background. He started focusing entirely on his studies, spending hours in the library and conducting experiments in the lab. His dedication earned him respect, and soon the same classmates who once mocked him sought his help in studies. Despite his success, Arjun never forgot his village. During vacations, he returned home and taught young children about science. He encouraged them to dream big. Education is the key to a better future, he told them. Facing a major setback. One evening, Arjun received a phone call that shattered his world. His father had suffered a stroke, the medical expenses were high, and his family had no savings. Arjun was devastated. He considered quitting his studies to work and support his family. His professor noticed his distress. What's wrong, Arjun? He asked. Arjun explained his situation. The professor thought for a moment and then said, I believe in you, Arjun. There's a research grant available for students with exceptional projects. If you apply and succeed, you can earn enough to support your family. Arjun saw a ray of hope. He worked day and night on a project related to solar powered water purification. It was complex and required intense research, but he was determined. When the results were announced, Arjun's name was on the list. He had secured the grant. With the money, he paid for his father's treatment and continued his education. The final test. Years passed. Arjun completed his education and received an offer to work in a top research institute. It was a dream come true. But before leaving for the city, he returned to his village one last time. He saw the same struggles: lack of clean water, poor education, and limited opportunities. He realized something. Success wasn't just about achieving personal dreams, it was about giving back. Instead of taking the high paying jobs, Arjun decided to start a project in his village. He worked with engineers to install water purification systems, ensuring no one in his village would ever suffer from contaminated water again. His efforts gained national recognition. Soon his village became a model for others. The government invited him to lead projects on rural development. Newspapers wrote about his journey, from a boy who studied under a street lamp to a scientist bringing change. One day, standing on the same land where he once struggled. Arjun looked around. Children were going to school with bright eyes. Women had access to clean water, and farmers used modern techniques to improve crops. His mother, now old but proud, stood beside him. "You did it, Arjun," she said, tears in her eyes. Arjun smiled. "No, Ma, we did it." Conclusion. Arjun's story teaches us that circumstances may be difficult, but determination can overcome any obstacle. Success is not about where you start, but where you decide to go. And true success lies in lifting others as you rise. Never stop dreaming, never stop working, because one day your story could inspire the world.